This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just give you the overview of the session till way we have covered so far. On the first session, we have covered our content. What are we going to present in this throughout the classes? Like we are doing ETL testing. In ETL testing, first we will understand how ETL testing works, what is the importance of it, what is the key steps of it, and the challenges in the ETL testing. After that, we'll be checking on the SQL concepts which will be used for ETL testing. We have to, as entirely we'll be dealing with the data. SQL is a language with which we are interacting with the database to retrieve the data as per needed. Then we'll be having a Informatica session. Informatica is nothing but ETL development tool with which using which we will be developing the ETL mappings and loading the data. It is like a tool for developers, but as a tester we also have some contribution here. We'll explain that later. Whenever the session comes, we will explain you what is Informatica, how do we use it, where do we use it, and how much as a tester we should know about the ETL process. Then after that, we'll be having a test management tool. This is, as a tester, as an ETL tester, we will be needing this tool. We will be playing with this tool if we are working for an 8 hours, or if you say 100%, if you're working a day, 20% we are contributing ourselves into the test management tool. This tool is helping for writing the test cases, executing the test cases, raising the defects, and maintaining our test logs, test results, everything. Here we are doing that in our test management tool. Once we understand all these four concepts, then we will be going with the interview preparation. Here we, after completing each and every topic, I'll be giving you the interview questions from that topic. And once we will complete test management session, when we will come to interview preparation session, I'll be taking mock interviews. I'll be explaining how to present how to give an interview, how to schedule an interview, what type of questions they'll be expecting, how to answer that, and how to lead it to the next question, like that. Where to stop, when to start, and where to stop, I'll be explaining everything in the interview preparation process. Then at last we'll be having a final project. Final project is nothing but I'll explain you how entire end-to-end cycle works in the ETL testing, from starting to ending. What is the project, how it will be, where it starts and where it ends, and I'll be giving you one project as an assignment, so that it will get you'll also get an hands-on experience. Whatever you guys are working on right now in your projects, we can convert that testing efforts, or whatever you are doing right now, we can convert that project also into the ETL project. I'll be helping you doing conversion that when we are building a resume. Okay, so this is the content. So far what we have covered in the first class definition of ETL testing, how it will work, what it will be happening, and the purpose of ETL and data warehousing. This is what we have covered in our first session. After that, we have covered the differences between ETL testing and database testing, and some of the data warehouse techniques. Today I'm going to explain you about the Informatica talent, and ETL tool mainly I'll be focusing on. And for some of the ETL tools are Informatica, Talent, DVR. There are much more which will come here shortly. So first of all, ETL is extraction, transformation, and loading. Loading, extracting the data from multiple sources, transforming it according to the business need. This transformation logics, everything business will provide us, how they need their data, what they need their data, and ETL developer will prepare a pipeline to load the data into the data warehouse. After that, the data can be loaded into data mart data, and from data mart data can be go into the reports, so that business can look into it and prepare their reports and take an action against it and do some analysis on that. Basically decision making is happening on the reports. If as an ETL testers we will not give a green light saying that the data whatever has been loaded into the data warehouse is correct and accurate, the data is not going to in the production, and it is not, the reports are not going to be created. We are the source for the BI reporting teams, like a data analysis team. We are the source for the BI reporting team. Okay, in so yesterday we have discussed about what is data warehouse. Data warehouse is a collection of tables. Some of the tables are dimension tables, some of the tables are fact tables. Dimension tables mostly are in the descriptive manner, like most of it data is in the descriptive order, like customer name, customer address, customer mobile number. Mobile number can also be in the fact table because fact table consists of measures, numbers. It deals with the numbers. Why we have segregated this dimension table and fact table separately? Because each business team needs a separate table. Like if there is a business owners, uh, client, they are more interested into the numbers. They want to know how the business is going on, so they will only be interested in the fact tables, and they'll create the reports on top of fact tables only. When it is a coming to marketing team, they will be looking into your descriptive manner data, like how, what is your date of birth, where do you stay, based on your location, based on your sales, they will be providing you some offer, they will be giving you calls, like that it will happen. Okay. So yesterday we discussed all this. The combination of dimension table and fact tables are called as data warehouse. Data warehouse also have some characteristics. For that you guys have to check yesterday's video. We'll be having inside the data warehouse, like I mentioned, dimension table and fact tables. Dimension table consists of 6 types of dimensions, like confirmed dimension, junk dimension, slowly changing dimension, rapidly changing dimension, role playing dimension, degenerated dimension. Each and every dimension have a specific characteristic and specific use. And in fact tables we'll be having a different type of facts. Facts are nothing but some are additive facts, some are non-additive facts, and some are semi-additive facts. Additive facts are nothing but the values which can be measured, which can be calculative, and it will give you the meaningful result. Like for example, in this table, if we have a price is a additive fact, because if you calculate the price at last, it will give you the number, and this number will be used for some analysis. Like a customer has product bought a mouse one quantity at the rupees of 500. Second time he got a discount, he got discount of 5 paisa or something, some quantity he got discounts. The total sale happened for this customer is 1000 rupees. This is how business look into it and do the analysis on that and provide you some discounts. They will do their validations and everything based on your fact table, and additive facts are more important to them. Then we'll be having a semi-additive facts. Semi-additive facts are nothing but these are also numbers. These are also be a calculative numbers, like a mobile number. If you can take an example, mobile number is also a number. If this can also be calculative, you can calculate this number and it will give you some result, but this will not have any meaningful impact. What we'll do by calculating the 10 mobile numbers? Nothing. So this is no use. This kind of data is called a semi uh, additive facts. After that we'll be having a non-additive facts. Non-additive facts are nothing but the facts which are not able to calculate, which cannot be calculative, like product id is having, is we can call it as non-additive. Why? Because this is, we cannot calculate this, it have some alphanumeric values. These are 3 types of facts. Same way I have explained confirmed all types of dimensions. You can check the yesterday's session so that you'll get more idea on it, like that. Some of the non-additive facts are invoice number, some of the semi-additive facts are like mobile number. Additive facts example as the price. So this is all clumsy right now. I'll be providing the running notes from tomorrow. I should have prepared it today, but due to something I couldn't prepare all the document. I am in process of it. Once I'll prepare entire document, I'll share it across so that you'll be having a clear picture, clear understanding, and you can go through it whenever you have any doubts over there. Okay. So today we are discussing about ETL tools. ETL tools means ETL development tools. ETL development tool is used to develop ETL logics. And here what we will, in this content, what we will understand, we will see and how ETL tool will work in BI reports and cloud data management projects, and in any normal traditional projects how ETL process will work with the ETL development tool. What is ETL tool? ETL stands for, like we know, extraction, transformation, load. This is a tool help to businesses to extract data. Extract means pulling the data from different sources and transform it into the business needs. Business needs are like they needed a transformation. They needed a transformation, something like this. They need a customer ID to move as is. They need first name and last name combined together and load into the customer name. This kind of transformation will be doing inside the ETL tools. The ETL tool does not consist any of the data. It is not a data warehouse. It is not a repository. It is just a tool which will connect to the source and connect to the target. Inside that, we will be creating some pipelines so that, and we are translating it, we are converting it, we are doing some operations over it to load the data into the data warehouse. This is a tool to automate data workflows here, nothing but a job, a task which we will create inside the ETL. I will be showing you entire ETL Informatica tool, how to create this workflow, how to run this workflow, how to design it, what how to use that, everything in when we reach to ETL session. This session 3, overview of Informatica. So these all automate data workflows, ensure data consistency, accuracy, and readiness for BI reporting, or nothing but you can also call it readiness for to load into the data warehouse. Sorry, ready into the data warehouse. Along with this, it will do some more operations like aggregating the data, like cleansing the data, scrubbing the data inside that, avoiding the junks, removing the duplicates. All those operations can be done within the ETL tool. They don't have to sit and write each and every logic. It is just a drag and drop tool. It will establish a connection from source column to target column, and in between that they'll add one transformation logic. I'm talking about when I said they, I'm talking about ETL developers here, and they will transformation work sorry transformation component they will add, and that transformation component, inside that they'll be mentioning what operation they want to perform on top of that column. Like when they are mapping this customer ID from source table to customer ID target table, they will be mapping it to move as is. They are not asking it to change anything. Simply when they are mapping the first name and last name to the customer name, they are asking it to merge it. They are pulling some merge transformation, join transformation will be used here to join these two columns and load it into the target database. Like that it will be happening. Any doubts here on ETL tool so far? Okay, I'll move ahead. Like I have told you, the role of ETL in business intelligence report is we need to provide a report which is clean. Which is clean means your data is clumsy. Your data from your source data can be at any format like CSV, uh, TXT, TAB, database, audio, image, video, everything. But what they will do, it's we call as a raw data. We have to transform it. Whenever we are transforming it because it is not clean. It is not having a data quality. There can be a duplicate entries like this. This could be added in one column as well, like quantity 2 and price is 1000. They could have added this, but the date is different. If you see here, these kind of operations to merge it, to eliminate this date, and if in the report they wanted to see how much this customer ID, how much this Madhusudan has did a business, they will simply, what they'll do, they'll merge these two and load it into the data warehouse, so that it will be easily, when client look into the report, they'll understand Madhusudan bought a 1,000 rupees product so far from their business. So what, based on his choice, based on his taste, they can take some action, take some decision on that. So to make this decision, to clean this data, we need data should be clean. Data cleansing, which means nothing but removing duplicate, inconsistencies, and errors. There are from source, there can be error also can be come. For example, here first price is 500.005. Second point, the same product again it is coming for 500 only. Is it a error, or did they provide the discount? We don't know. If we are considering this as error, this should be avoided when we are doing the ETL development process. And as an ETL tester, we should be responsible, and we are going and checking whether the data is clean or not. The duplicates should not be there. If this data got duplicated, for example, this two entries, this two entries got duplicated again, it will show that he has purchased for 2000, and inventory will show the instead of -3, inventory show -4. Thus, that will give you the wrong report. So these kind of duplicates should not be there. They will develop a pipeline. They will create a pipeline and load the data, and we as an ETL tester make sure that we will test and tell the clients that yes, there are no duplicates. If there are duplicates, we will go and inform the development team that there are duplicates, please remove it. We will raise a bug and we will assign it to them. They'll look into it and they'll resolve it. Like there are error data, like I've shown you error example 0.005 got added. Is it wantedly added or any mistake has happened here? There inconsistency is nothing but here Madhusudan name is Madhusudan Bhandari. Maybe when they are loading into the second table, they can take the Madhu from here and Bhandari from here. This mistake can also be happen. So this kind of inconsistency should not be there. We have to validate it. And then data integration. Data integration is nothing but merging the data. Like we have in data warehouse concept, we have discussed the data in data warehouse. Data is integrated. Database data is integrated. That two or more tables are merged together based on the primary key and foreign key, which is nothing but here in this table this is the primary key, and here in this table this is a foreign key for this table. Based on these two IDs from here and here, this two table will get merged and loaded. So here merge data from multiple sources for unified view, so that it will give you the one view of the data. They should not be like different tables. Client will not sit, business will not sit and go here and check first this, okay, this is customer ID 1, this is Madhusudan, and he will come back and check what he bought and then how much quantity. He need everything in one report, one table, or in one report we can say. So that report generation should not be wrong. When how it will be go wrong? Whenever there is a no merge integration in between these two. If they don't have any common link in between two, they cannot link it and then cannot create a proper report. So developers are responsible to merge the required fields, merge the required table as per the business need, as per the data model which got created, and they have to provide a unified view over there. Then there will be a transformation. Transformation is nothing but a conversion, what we say, converting data as per the business need, however they need it. They might be needed this data, they might be needed first name directly as first name and last name directly as last name. Whatever transformation they will mention you, they will provide you in form of mapping document. It should be as is, it should not have anything more or anything less. So this kind converts raw data into an analytical format. So this transformation should happen properly, then only based on their business they can take some analytical actions on that. Once these three actions get completed, after that the data loading will happen. Data loading is nothing but once data got transformed, data is ready, so the data loading will happen. In this data loading process, when they run the mapping, when they run the workflow is running, the data will get transformed, and after transform the data got loading here. In between that, data should not get eliminated, data should not get errored out, or it should not interrupt the flow. How whatever data started from here should all get loaded, sorry, whatever data started from here all should get loaded here without any count mismatches. So that is the data loading data loading process. Any doubts? Okay, I'll move ahead. So we have types of ETL tools in the market. What types, what they have segregated it is in the, there are like enterprise software ETL, open source software ETL, and the custom ETL. Enterprise here is nothing but on enterprise edition. We will be having some paid editions, we'll be having some student edition, we'll be having some business edition. Only for trial purpose editions we'll be having few editions. This enterprise edition software ETL tools which mainly businesses will use, which are like Informatica. This stands always on top. This is standing top from last 1 decade or 2 decade from it is whenever it get launched from. Many of the businesses adapted it already and they are working only on it. 90% of the ETL market will stand on Informatica Power Center, Informatica Power Center. So this is a tool which we are also going to work on, which I'm also going to explain. Informatica Power Center tool, which is market trendy and it is in use from so many businesses right now. Next is Microsoft SQL Server integration. This is also being used mostly whoever having some Microsoft applications to be worked on the ETL processes. They are using it same way IBM. Info spread data stage. This is also a good tool. This is also market trendy. Then SAP data services. Whenever there are like a what do we call ERP data, CRM data. Thus, that kind of data is coming. SAP data services will handle that kind of data. So, whoever having ERP data to be migrated from one place to another place, mostly SAP data is migrating to Snowflake or SAP data is migrating to Oracle. They will mostly use SAP data services because it will support SAP source data. And then Oracle data integrator. This is Informatica is also a subset of Informatica is also comes from Oracle company only, but they'll have their own another ODI ETL tool which they are using for their Oracle data purposes. But mostly in Oracle data also, if there is target is Oracle, they are using Informatica. It is also there, this is also there, and this is also there. Some of them having some features, some of them having some other features. Like Informatica supports any kind of source files. Like I have told you, there are many type of source file. Here it can be a Parquet file, here it can be a tab file, here it can be AWS S3 bucket. All will get supported by Informatica. There are some files, there are some sources which Microsoft SQL Server will not support. There are some sources which data stage will not support, like Kafka kind of files. This IBM data stage will not support. There is Oracle. This is mainly developed for Oracle purposes. So other files will take some more time, that they have some more transformations to be added. So wherever the people are using Oracle data, mostly they'll be using ODI. But this is like a centralized, everyone, any kind of file will get processed. Almost every file or source system get transformed. This is a enterprise software ETL. Any doubts in this slide? Yes, I'm audible, right?
Sure.
Okay, just wanted to confirm. Then we will be having open source. Open source here is nothing but anyone can use it. Even not anyone can use it, even it is student, business, whoever need it, they can download it and they can use it. And in this open source, talent tops it. If you have heard, wherever there is a report generation, the people will use, the first thing they will use is talent. Wherever they are using Excel, they're creating a reports on Excel, they'll use a talent software. Talent Open Studio is a ETL tool which is also getting being used majorly, but due to some security concerns, as is an open source tool, some licenses and what do we say, some security breaches might can happen. That worry will always be there with the business. They are choosing Informatica, but talent is no less. Same as Kafka, Pentaho data integration, Scriptella, Hadoop. This is all are open software tools. This is also, some of them have some features, another have another like other features, but these are open tools. And business, the advantage of this open source tool is the source code is also available in the market. You can directly download the source code as well, and you can modify these tools as per your needs, as per the business needs. They can modify as well. Even if it is open source, even they can modify. Why people are not using it? Because the first thing is it is an open, and second thing is they have to modify it as per their business requirement. Instead of putting a effort on modifying it, putting some buying some resources and asking them to modify this as per our need, they can easily adapt an Informatica Power Center which will already have all those features directly ready made, so that they don't have to build it. That is why, even if it is open source, this is little bit less used than other Informatica tools. And after that we have custom ETL. Custom ETL is not an ETL tool. These all are like a languages, like Apache Spark is some kind of language, Hadoop, Python, Java, SQL you might have heard. All of these are languages. By using this, we can create our own ETL process. Like we can write queries in ID, any of the ID in the SQL language and the Java language or in Python language, we can write, and we can connect the source system and target system by using the PySpark scripts and load the data. But this is takes so much manual invention. We have to sit and write for each and every logic. We have to sit and write SQL code. We have to sit and connect to the any, if there are 10 source systems coming from if the business having 10 source system, first this Python have to get all 10 source system authorization to connect. Then it have to get a connection establishment, then it have to get a connection establishment to target, then they have to sit and write the code for in each and every transformation. So these are the custom ETLs is called. Whoever have specific demands, the specific things which is not covered by Informatica or any other tool, then the people will go and sit write the code in custom ETL. Anything else, guys? Any other question on this? Any doubts you have? Okay, I'll
Nope.
move ahead. Yes, go ahead, please.
That's I'm following. I'm good.
Okay, thank you. Okay, then managing cloud data. Many people are asking from the session one, like how we are handling cloud data, are we using cloud data or not, what is cloud, how we are connecting the cloud data. So ETL processes are ETL tools are capable of connecting to cloud data. They can, they are capable of pulling the data from cloud, and they are capable of loading the data into the cloud. So why we are using ETL tool, cloud data with ETL tools means, first of all, to remove this on-premise storage. This is costly, guys. On-premise storage is nothing but the data, the connection within in your offices or within in your local systems. There is some uh, repositories. There are some databases are available. So to retrieve that, to maintain that, to use that, it is little bit costly. Then we can directly go and use the cloud. Previously, Informatica is also does not support the cloud, but in the latest version from last 3 years, that is also supporting the cloud. I think from 10.03, Informatica is also supporting the cloud, and it is also having its specific dedicated transformation to connect to the cloud. It will eliminate the on-premise storage and enabling a real-time access. Real-time access is nothing but you can anytime, anywhere directly connect to the cloud and do the operation, ETL operation. You want to transform the data, transform it, pull the data, pull it, load the data, load it, whatever you want to do, you can do it with the cloud-based ETLs. And there is a data lake integration. ETL connects structured and unstructured cloud data. Data lake here is nothing but, till now we had data warehouse, till now we had database. Data lake is something, okay, database is where only the transactional data is available, the unstructured data is available. In data warehouse, there is a complete tabular format data, complete structured data is there. But data lake is something which can support both transactional data as well as structured and well-mannered analytical ready data. And it is as big as data lake. People are moving towards data lake as it is bit costly now comparing to data warehouse, but data lake is like within itself it can do all the operations. It can load all the transactional data, and it can transfer the data within itself and do the analyzing on that data as well. So data ETL connects structured and unstructured cloud data. This is also one of the feature of ETL tools. Security and scalability. If we use this custom ETL, for example, we are writing code in the Python. First, we have to give a gateway to Python. Example, we are connecting to SAP as a source and loading the data into the Oracle. First, the developer need an establishment to SAP connection, SAP server. They have to share the secret key and the secret ID with them to connect, and then they need other Oracle target database, target data warehouse, Oracle connection details. There is no security. But when we are using an Informatica team, or what do we say, the admin team can separately create your own separately create a connection without knowing you, and they'll give you the accesses only which you need only transformation access, read only read access, they'll give you that access. Apart from giving the SAP connection details and your target connection details, it is like a securely they can secure it, they can hide their passwords, they can hide their secret keys so that you will not see it and you will not use it for any other purposes. That is the another advantage of managing ETL tools. Then the scalability, as we know, cloud have the numerous data space, as well as whatever how much we can use, we can buy it, how much we need, we can buy that. So there is no option of running out of the space. If we go with any other databases, we will be run out of the space and we have to take another repository like that. But in the cloud, we can extend it as much as needed. Just ensure the security data transfer and across cloud platforms. It can give you security and it can give you the scalability as well. Then some of the popular cloud ETL platforms, AWS Glue. This will support only AWS related data, and Google Cloud Data Flow. This will support Google related data, and Azure Data Factory support Azure related data which are transforming, getting updated, getting loaded. Oh, this is a managing cloud data within the ETL tools. Let me know if you have any questions or anything here. Okay, why I am explaining you ETL tools? We don't need all this. We don't manage, we don't run work on ETL tools. We will not preparing this, we are not cleansing the data, we are not doing anything. This is all we need for interview purpose. In interview, they'll ask how much do you know about ETL, theoretical ETL tool, how much do you know the ETL tool. Then you can use how, what is cloud ETL, they can ask what type of ETL tools are there in the markets, which open source ETL tool did you worked on or do you know about, why people are not using open source when it is freely available and going and paying it for, why you cannot use prepare your own ETL tool by using any of this language. Why are we taking a ready-made option? When you are putting some experiences and going for as an even as an ETL tester, we should be knowing these answers, because this is all things will get discussed in your sprint meetings, in your project discussion meeting. You will be there, so you know all this. You should be knowing all this. That is why they are raising this question. That's why I'm explaining you about ETL tools. I was here, right? Okay. So for BI, for business intelligence also, there are some top tools. This is not prepared by me. This is a internet, this is like some survey which had happened. I think Oracle only did this survey and they have provided this list. This is all data copied from the Wikipedia. Okay, so I am not list giving the list, ranking them. This is ranked as per the internet, as per the Wikipedia. That is why I'm explaining you, so that you'll know the market trends. We all know we are the source for ETL. We are the source for the BI reporting. So when BI reporting is happening there, which tools are trending in the market? Which tools will be an effective to use whenever we are having any business decisions? So each tool have their own specific speciality. That's what we will discuss here. Informatica Power Center, advanced data integration with scalability for large enterprises. Nowadays everyone are large enterprises only. They are, nobody have the less data than a billions of data. Even if you take a smallest company, like even if there is a only even a wine manufacturer or even a chocolate manufacturer, have a huge data about their everything, from their customer to their raw data to their end product, they'll have the billions of data. So that is why the Informatica is the top choice for everyone. It will easily handle billions of data and it can easily be scalable. You can run as many batches as you want in different what do you say, structures. From it can load the data from different formats and it can load the number of batches together parallelly. That is why Informatica is the top choice. Then the talent, as in, as it is an open source and it is a free tool, it is a cloud ready tool. It is not 100% cloud, it is a cloud ready tool for flexible data transformation. This is also coming to the market with some cloud cloud data transformation by you connecting to the cloud, but it is not 100% ready yet. There are some glitches or there is something happening. That's why they themselves marked it as a cloud ready, because they might have not tested yet into the market 100%. This is what I am guessing. Okay, and the talent is also one of the top tool used for BI reporting. Before loading the creating any BI report, talent is one of among the best tool. Then Microsoft, like I have told you, Microsoft, wherever there's a Microsoft product, because like even if it is in a smallest Excel, even if your Outlook data to ServiceNow data, everything Microsoft SSIS will handle, which is like SQL Server Integration Service. Best plan handling structured data. So if you are seeing here, this is more likely worked on structured data. It will lack somewhere in when we are doing processing unstructured data. That is why they have clearly mentioned that the best of handling only structured data. Then AWS Glue is serverless ETL for cloud based data lakes. Here AWS Glue is like, it does not have any server. First thing, it will directly connect with the cloud, and it will work on data lakes as well, not only on databases and data warehouse. It works on data lakes. I have explained you the data lakes definition already. Sorry. Then Apache Unify, real-time streaming data integration. Apache is like a new, it's getting into the market. It's reaching up, reaching to, coming to the market. It's old only, but many people did not use it because of its complex nature. But it is a real-time streaming data integration. It's nothing but, if there is a, for example, YouTube shorts are there, TikToks are there, like real time anything streaming is happening, like this IPL streaming, that kind of data, all is been being used by Apache Nifi. Okay, then I am moving ahead. Benefits of using tools in BI, ETL tools in BI. It will automates data process. Like I have told you, we don't have to sit, write the code. Once you establish a connection, wherever you go and run that particular workflow, it will automate the data. It will directly take the data and load as per that mapping got created, which will reduce the manual errors, manual efforts also you can call. Every time we have to sit and write means there can be some errors, and then can be there is more of an effort. So that will eliminate, ETL tools will eliminate that, and enable better decision making through high quality BA reports. When there is no errors, when there is no much efforts are using, there are no errors, then the tool is giving you guarantee that this is 100% efficient. The data is very clean. The BA report will get created well. They can take decisions, they can take actions on it without any worried. The decision making will be easy. Handles big data and streaming data. Like I have told you, large number of huge numerous data is also there. It is capable of handling it, even it is a cloud, on premise, or any data warehouse or data lake. If it is a even tool is capable of handling the data. That is another story, whether your database or your container, your repository is able to load it or not. But tool can pull the data, tool can load the data, as long as you have the memory in your repository. And the streaming data, we know how much it will take an effort to stream something. You, even if you have did any live YouTube live or any Facebook live, how much effort the background will happen. So that kind of entire data, like every milliseconds picture will get uploaded. Even now the data is getting handled on the automated cards. Like car will take the picture, real time picture, and it will show it to the machine, and machine learning, what it will do, it will analyze that, yeah, there is, the road is empty and we can go ahead. And next in within a fraction of seconds, again the another image will pop up, and another, there is a car, we have to take left, there is a car, right. The streaming data is also being handled with the ETL tools effectively. This, we know, cloud based analytical for real time insights. Directly it will support a cloud based. That's what we are talking all through the class, that it will support cloud and it will give you the analytical in the real time insights. This is nothing but, even we can connect to the cloud in the real time, and we can make some analytics then and there itself without any delays. Any questions?
I was expecting to see Tableau as one of the BI
Okay, thank
components.
you. Unlock the power of data with the ETL tools. Why did I give this heading means? Because data is very powerful thing right now. Any business, any whatever is happening, transaction, whatever is happening right now in the industry or in the market outside, everything needed data. Even if you are from coming to your LinkedIn account to your Facebook profile, everything depends on your data. What you have purchased today will get analyzed and give you the suggestions tomorrow. So data have that power to understand a human nature entirely. So if the data is only powerful when it will get transformed, when it will get converted into the meaningful result. If it is a junk data, if it is a duplicated data, the business decisions is also go wrong. That is why I have given the unlock the power of data with the ETL tools. The ETL tools will help you. ETL development tool will help you to convert this easily, like automatic. ETL tools simplify data processing, ensuring clean and structured inputs for BI reports. It will process your data, it will take your data, convert your data, load your data, it will cleanse your data, and it will scrub everything. It will entirely process this data, and it will create your BI reports. Cloud integration with ETL accelerates scalability, flexibility, and security. This point we have already discussed, that you can escalate it and you can increase it. You can do whatever flexibility or however you need, and it is completely secure if you are going and using through the ETL tools. Unless you are sitting and writing, there are drawbacks. There are security breach can happen, and there can some data can get missed out. If we establish a connection and the connection get lost some time, if the password got changed or anything has happened, the security breach will happen. The data will not be a complete. So this will give you the power only when we will using inside the tool. Okay, business must choose the right tool based on the data volume, cloud compatibility, and reporting needs. This is a suggestion. We will not give it to the business know it already. All the businesses know it already. Like a product director of the team, project directors, or the AVPs and VPs, whenever they're having any discussions about the business, BA business analyst also sits with them. And business analyst also, because business analyst is the person who will sit with the client and understand the requirement. Who business analyst is the first person who is going to see their data. So businesses will be relied on business analyst. Business analyst is also from your team, from your company, and from your firm, so that you also be knowing that businesses must choose the right ETL tool, and along with this, businesses must choose the right ETL test management tool also. Because if they choose some tool which will not support the defect assignment process correctly, that tools is no use for us. We have to put that tool aside, and we have to send the messages manually or send the emails manually for any other option, tracking any other actions are going to take on that. Like that, based on their volume, if the volume is very huge, they need certain type of data. If the data is on cloud, they need certain type of tool. If the data is needed only for reporting purposes, they need certain tool. Like some tools don't support the reporting, some tool don't support the volume, some tools are don't support the cloud management. So they need a correct correct tool, so that it will unlock the power of data. Hmm. Now, ETL pipeline. This is a book definition. This is a book definition, ETL pipeline. Whenever this is a main ETL developer interview question, you might also get it in your interview. What is ETL pipeline? Okay. An ETL pipeline or a data pipeline is a system that allows ETL activities to take place. Data pipelines area collection of tools and action used to transfer data from one system within its own manner of data storage and processing to another system where it might be kept and managed differently. So this is a book definition. I'll explain you. ETL pipeline, it is like a, in initial days, people used to bring water from wells, bring water from ponds, or bring water from lakes, some go and get the water from far away from other street, like that. After the like a life enhanced, human capabilities got enhanced, they put a bore wells, they established a connection, they established a pipeline from bores to their homes directly. This is also same. Previously, whenever the data migration needed, whenever the data handling is needed, they used to add it in the files, they used to add it in the image or videos formatted, they used to add it in the databases manually by setting the manually. But this ETL pipeline will ease their work, just like a water pipeline. It will ease their work. It will just a drag and drop service. You have to made a put a connection like from this table to this table. You have to just put one, pull one arrow, drag and drop, and from this column to this column, that's it. If you don't add any transformation in between, and when you connect these two and run, whatever data is here, it will get loaded here. That is how simple this is, what ETL pipeline means. Here, data pipelines area collection of tools and actions, which means collection of tools means here the source can be in any format. It cannot only connect to one column, I mean only to one column from one database and from one table. It can connect to the file as well as connect to the table, as well as connect to the different files and the different audio messages or different tables, or within that same table it can connect to the different column names and load it into the another table. So that is why here they have given us a collection of tool and action. Actions means it doesn't mean that it can perform only one action at a time. It can convert it, it can transform it. Like we will write some condition, when if there is a mail, convert it to M, and when wherever there is only load, mail data into the data warehouse, like that. So we will be one at a time, we can give multiple action, use it to transfer data from one system within its own manner. Here own manner is nothing but some file have their own set of behavior. Like if there is an sap have the different behavior, and it's a file have it different behavior. So from their own manners of data storage and processing to another system, whatever manner it is, it will convert and process it to the your end system in your data warehouse or in your data lake, which can be, here might be means which can be used for any different purposes. Like it can be only to store. Here maybe in the source it got full, they just wanted to load it into another data warehouse, that's it. They don't want to do any other transformation on that, or they wanted it to use for analytical purposes, or they wanted to use it for the decision making purposes, like that. That is why this is called as managed differently in your data warehouse. It doesn't mean that whatever is happening here in source, it should be happening same in the data warehouse. That is how ETL pipeline can be created. It have all these capabilities. Any doubts? Okay, I'll move ahead. Then ETL, how it is being used. Traditional application is nothing but raw data is coming. Like previously, traditional means when the data got established, when the database got introduced, data warehouse got introduced, before that all the data is used to store in file format. People are using to write it handwritten or type it in the system, it everything into the file formats. So to convert that file format data to the database, that is also ETL process supports, ETL tool supports. So here also this traditional application trying to explain that only. Raw data frequently transform into the table forms. Frequently means no matter how many times the raw data got inserted into the database, that is all will get loaded into the data warehouse, suitable for reporting, allowing previously hidden insights. Means your data previously hidden insights means here your data is capable of that, but it does not have people couldn't even to were not able to see that. They can make a decision by looking into this table, that yeah, this they can make a decision. If they see this, they have more of their customer from India, and from within India they have more customers in the Bangalore, so they can focus here. This is already there, but they couldn't understand this because this customer address everything got included in this. Client will not sit and check each one okay, this is Bangalore, this is Bangalore. Like that, they'll not sit and mark and calculate this. This is hidden feature inside the data itself. When the data warehouse, when the ETL process will happen, what they will do, they will convert the data as they will segregate this. They'll take the city out of that customer address table. They'll take the country out of that customer table, state out of the customer table, and make the decisions. Yeah, Bangalore is having more business. Their inventory is getting low. We have to fill it fast. This kind of actions, decisions can be taken. Emerge via analytical visualization software. Okay, and the large volume, so this is like a latest thing. Large volume here is nothing but a big data handling, on Hadoop operations. Like we can sit and write the big queries and valid, load the data into the big data systems, like that. So large volume is also capable of handling. ETL suppliers must be continuously develop a new transformation capabilities and interfaces to keep up with the evaluation of data kinds and data sources. No matter how much data it comes now from database itself or data warehouse itself, and within the same data warehouse they are loading, they are transforming it, or from one data warehouse to another data warehouse, a large set of data is moving, ETL tool is being used. Yeah, along with that we will be having some challenges as well, like data quality. ETL tool will provide you the data quality. It will guarantee you that this is a data quality. Your data is qualified enough to do the business operations, the big business insights. But until this is again a challenge, we cannot trust what ETL developer has built. So this is where ETL testers come into the picture. What are the challenges in ETL tools are there, and how do you overcome of it? Is the question you will get in your interview. There are many challenges from ETL tools like data quality, scalability, real-time processing, integration, error handling, data security. These are the challenges. Then how you will overcome as an ETL tester? We will sit and write the test cases which will evaluate the quality of the data. We will sit and write the duplicate validation on that data on table and see whether the table have entire data or not, whether the table have any duplicate entries or not, like that. And scalability, whenever there is a new data is coming in, it should not lower its performance, it should have the same performance. This is mainly for the performance testers, but still as an ETL tester, whenever you are also running the job or you are also running any query on the data warehouse, you should also not take more time. The query should not take more time, it should give you the result within the seconds, how much time they have promised you when they are selling you the data warehouse. So whenever the scalability is happening, yes, they said there is a scalability, but we have to sit and check whether there is a scalability is allowing or not. Whenever the new data, some bulk of data got inserted, how the data warehouse is behaving, how the ETL pipeline is behaving, how much time is it taking. Real time processing, ETL will do real time processing. Like real time, you can take a data out within a time, you can create a report out of it. But how real is that? How can you evaluate that? You have to go, you have to see whether, when they said in this table, in this condition, they mentioned specifically move customer ID as is, means whatever customer ID is in the source, all should be here. So whatever customer IDs are here, all should get loaded into this. It should not miss anything. That is real time processing, means whenever they are pulling any report, they are creating any report, it should not miss any single entity, is what it meant for. Integration, one table should be, they are saying that it is connected, we have to sit and do the check, referential integrity check. Primary referential integrity check is nothing but a connection between a primary key and a foreign key is correct or not. They have prepared a made a connection on top of the correct primary key or not. They said the referential integrity is there in between these tables, that there is a relation. Referential integrity is nothing but relation between these two tables. But on which key they have made it? Did they made it on customer key only, or did they made it on mobile number? Both are unique, both are having the same features, but there are certain requirements which have to be fulfilled. Customer ID only, when the client mentioned the relationship should happen on customer ID, so it should happen on customer ID only, because same person can get repeated again and again. Then the customer ID, that new product ID, sorry, the new customer ID will get added to him in the transactional purposes. but the mobile number will be same, it will be duplicated, so that some data will get eliminated. That challenge we have to see, we have to sit and we have to evaluate. Error handling is nothing but here, when ETL pipeline runs, when this pipeline runs whatever data started from here, and something had happened, either if you say a power cut or a disturbance or anything had happened in between when the ETL pipeline is running, only there are 5 records if you say, and only 4 got, till the time 4 got loaded in the tool, it is showing 4 loaded and it got failed. So you have to go and check in the data warehouse how many has loaded, either it has got loaded 4 or it has loaded all 5, which one is missing. Like that, the validation we have to do, that is another error handling thing. And then the data security, here data security is nothing but some of the data they will convert it into they'll mask it. Like all people will not should not as an ETL tester, I am an ETL tester, if I get this table to test, I know this is Madhusudan Mandari, I know his address, I know his mobile number, I know his end-to-end details. This is a breach of customer privacy, breach of customer data. So there are some conditions, there are certain conditions to mask this data. Whenever there is a mobile number, last 4 digits or last 5 digits, they will mark for me like this, they'll add it. Or there is a payment details should not know to anyone, not even to the customer also should not know the payment details. So if a credit card number is there, that is also should be marked. That kind of security, whether did they handled it properly or not in that tool, as an ETL tester we have to see all of this. The tools capabilities, characteristics are a kind of challenge to ETL tester to check and inform that yes, all these challenges got fulfilled, all these challenges are okay, they did the correct job, then only the BA report is going to be prepared. Okay, any other doubts, any other questions? No. That's already time.
How much is
Yeah,
Tableau used today as a BI
sorry,
tool?
your
How
voice is a
much
little bit low.
is it better?
Yes, it is now.
So how much is Tableau used in the industry for BI reporting?
Moses, can you please type your question here?
Okay.
Yeah, it depends on market, business to business, how much they are going to use, what is the percentage, I don't know the exact percentage, but whenever there is a BI reporting, after the process, ETL process get completed from the Informatica or any other tool, if they want to load the data from either this layer to this layer or this layer to this layer, all the tools are not capable of loading the data inside the BI reporting. So most of them are going to use the Talent only, because Talent is supporting Excel reports. Talent is the market trending Excel report generation tool, but Talent have some limitations to load the data for ETL process. Up to here it have some limitations, but after loading the processed correct 100% valid data to reports, it is 100% is capable of it. So that most of the team members, people are using the Talent nowadays. Does that answer your
Thank you.
question?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Then last slide, things to remember. Things to remember is for this line. Businesses must choose the right ETL tool based on the data volume, cloud compatibility, and reporting needs. For this line, the things to remember is whichever tool business is going to use, whichever tool you got it to you got, first test you have to do is data connectivity. whether the tool is capable of connecting to your source data and target data. They will they have already did it, they're already working on it, but still this is your job as well. This is also part of your duty, so that you are also evaluating the tool. This is your first test, that you have to check whatever sources the business have, that whether it is capable of connecting to all the sources or not, that tool. And no matter how much data it is coming in, the performance should not get lower. That tool should not lower the performance. For example, your business have 1 billion data. So when you'll be testing for 1.5 billion of data, you'll prepare some data, you'll get some mock-up data, and you'll put that all data and try to run it, and you'll see how is it performing. Because today it will work fine with 1 billion data, but tomorrow we never know that the data, this tool got compromised when they are working. It stopped in between. Maybe its capability is only 1 million, so you have to add little more data and validate. If it is giving anything difference, you have to show that this tool is capable of only handling this much of data. Then transformation flexibility. Whenever today it might be having only 10 transformation rules, for example, only 10 transformation rules from business, and the tool is capable of handling those 10 transformation rules. But tomorrow there might be another transformation rules can get added, and it will get added. Business requirements will keep on changing. Now they, like I've told you, now they need this address in 2 lines. Tomorrow they need the address in 3 lines. So your tool should be capable of converting one column into 3 columns, just for an example, like that. This should be an, so not only the transformations which they have mentioned, we have to utilize some other transformation, some other conversions, uh, test some other conversions on top of that tool, so that you can inform them before you starting your testing, before your before your project starts. You can tell this tool is not capable for this transformation. If in suppose it will come into the future, this tool will not be capable, then you have to change the tool. This is your job to inform them. Whether they want to change it, whether they want to take a decision on it, is not up to you. Because tomorrow when you are doing a transformation, if anything goes south, you will be the answerable. Tester job is crucial, because if anything goes wrong, ETL businesses will not go and ask directly to the developers. Business will come and first ask you the question. They'll raise the concern on you. Did you not test this functionality? Did you not test this case? You missed this validation. Why is it coming now in production? Now it's coming now in UAT validation, like that. And all quality measures should be taken. Whatever the quality measure you think of, like there is a junk data, there is a duplicate data, there is a repetitive data, or there is a what do we say, the huge number of data, all type of quality correct data. For example, one certain field can have only 3 digits, that field data is coming from the 4 digits. This kind of quality checks also be perform, that tool is able to perform or not. If they said that, business will say that only this type of quality measures you have to take, but you have to think out of the box and get some new scenarios and test it and inform them. And after that, the flexible data acquisition option. No matter from which source the data is coming from, whatever, how much data is coming from, all should be get validated with this kind of tool. This is things to remember. As an ETL tester, we have to validate this as your first check on your ETL tool. Okay guys, that's all. Let me know if you have any questions.
I'm good.
Okay, thank you. Let me stop the recording.